So, anyways,
welcome back to Nerd on the Street.
Look, man, listen. Now we back on the block. It's been a minute, and blame her. Don't blame me.
Wrong direction. I'm on the opposite side of you.
Actually, where I'm at, you're over here.
And on the screen where they're going to see you, I'm on the opposite side. So
does it matter?
Yes.
But they know who I'm talking. But they know who I'm talking.
They're not pointing in the right direction. So
okay, can you get the intro popping, please? Thank you so much.
I mean, all you had to do was like point the other way.
Why would I point the other way? You're not that way.
Because I am that way.
Well, but the intro's still not going.
Oh, okay.
Do my music.
Like me, I'ma live my life anywhere. I ain't fucking with her if she ain't watching anime. You know the finest women in the world. You know they cosplay. Pocket full of money, yeah, yeah. Man, I came to play, yeah, yeah. Drop top, yeah, yeah. Drop top, yeah, yeah. All summer, yeah, yeah. I won't stop, yeah, yeah. Beat going crazy, it's a whole box.
Yo, we here, March Madness. You see Nerd on the Street, you know we back on the block. Hey, what we talking about today? Tell them what we talking about. Let's cook. Let's cook it up. I mean, we got a plethora of stuff. Like we got so much shit. That motherfucking magazine dreams. I'm about to rip my shirt off, and I'm gonna do some push-ups. Listen, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, eating porterhouse steaks, 10 wings, some shrimp.
That order he put in after old girl left. That was the whole fucking restaurant. And I bet he ate it all too, because he went home and threw up. So if you haven't seen Magazine Dreams, and I really kind of like when it comes to Magazine Dreams, I have been very much in support of people going to go see Magazine Dreams because Jonathan Majors needs some like positive publicity around him right now because, of course, and we all know rumors are rumors, whatever. If Marvel had the possibility to re-examine having Jonathan Majors back as King the Conqueror so that they did not have to change that story in a major way, I feel like they would do so. But they would do so if they were able to justify the fact that he has like some positive things around him right now. So, Magazine Dreams.
I don't think it could hurt, to be honest. Like me personally, I don't think it's gonna hurt Marvel because I mean,
I don't either. Everybody enjoyed his Kang performance. They enjoyed his Victor Timely performance, and they were very disappointed when he got fired. But I also have to remind people, because people bring up Ezra Miller and Amber Heard. They also bring up RDJ and Josh Brolin. DC, Warner Brothers, they clearly don't give a damn because Ezra Miller kidnapped people, held people hostage. Amber Heard is an abuser. Okay.
Yeah, and
so no, right. So
I think one thing. Tony, no, you go.
Okay. I was just saying with I keep wanting to call him Tony. With RDJ and Josh Brolin, the things that they did were while they were not under contract with Marvel. This situation with Jonathan Majors happened while he was still under contract with Marvel. That's why when that verdict came down, they have a clause in which if you get in trouble and you get convicted, you gotta go. So I feel like they could have that possibility of re-examining that. And if they do, I feel like Magazine Dreams would be where they re-examine that. Because his acting...
It was top. First of all, let me piggyback off what you just said. So with the Flash and what's her name, Emma Heard, DC, they know they ain't got no choice. They can't replace those niggas. Like we are, the movies are already in the shitter. So now we gotta swap out and do some more shit and scrap that. No, we putting this shit. We gotta put it out. We ain't got no choice. Marvel got choices. You know, did I agree with the choice as far as like firing the Jonathan Majors? No, I didn't. But like you said, like if that's in your contract, then that's just what's in your contract. Okay, cool. But I'll tell you right there, the performance that Jonathan Majors put on in Magazine Dreams, I was completely sold. Like I was 1,000% completely sold. That let me know, please stay away from steroids. You know what? I'm in the gym every week. I might need to slow down because like when he was talking to the girl, and it's almost like nothing else in the world mattered but
Nothing
bodybuilding.
did. Nothing did.
Nothing
That was
like
the whole thing. Nothing
if
did.
you want to talk about a nigga being dedicated, listen, I'm gonna just give y'all one. I'm gonna give y'all one scene, okay? And if you're not this dedicated, stop what you're doing right now. The
Oh,
nigga
the
was
scene
on.
where he was talking to her, I recorded that.
No, the scene where he was on his way to the competition. You know the
And
story he
got
read
beat
down?
up. Oh
Beat
my
up, beat.
god.
I mean, no, beat up. I mean, like, and I'm really,
Up.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, you need to whoop their ass. Like, you stronger. I know you stronger than all these niggas. But, you know, that's here nor there. The first thing he did, he reached and grabbed his water, got in the car. He didn't go to the hospital. He walked into that room, beat up, busted up, bloody. He said, I'm
Took his
here.
shirt off at the
Carrying that. I
door.
mean, like, he started
Here's my
saying,
badge.
listen, that shit was so damn crazy. People were like, oh, you need help. He said, oh, trust me. I said, nigga, I said, chill. Jonathan, you're going crazy. Like, God.
So
He went out there.
just a little, before we go, just a little. So Magazine Dreams is about a man named Killian Maddox, and he is a little mentally delayed. And he wants to be a bodybuilder. He is an aspiring bodybuilder. He competes in competitions and things like that. And he takes care of his grandfather while also working at a grocery store kind of part-time. And he has trouble talking to people. He's very socially awkward, and he does like a girl at his store. And he also has this number one fan super obsession with another bodybuilder. And it kind of just culminates into several different things. He never has a full-on crash out, which I would honestly hope that he would have. But it culminates into a really, really interesting story, and kind of, one, the dangers of fucking doing drugs and steroids, and two, the dangers of being so upset.
Don't forget the coke.
Yes.
Don't forget the coke.
Yes, mixed with coke. And then just like the obsession that you have with another person and how that affects what you're doing. And when that person does not respond in the way that you are wanting them to respond, your ass get out of pocket.
Nah, no question. Like,
so it was a lot of things. This was a very, very intense movie. Very, very good movie. His acting range is fucking amazing. This was a 10 across the board for me. I cried a couple of times, not even lie.
I was like so invested into the movie. Like, as soon as it came on, like, now I do want to say, like, I mean, first of all, I guess we got to put a little spoiler alert, whatever.
I will have a spoiler alert thing.
Okay, cool. But you said he didn't crash out. You are a damn lie, because when they motherfuckers they come put that paint on, he told them, "Are you at work right now?" He said, "Yeah, I'm here," and he pulled up.
So not a full-on crash out where he attacked another person.
He was ready.
Did have like that. He did have that. Like, if they were there, I think he definitely would have.
It's up. Nah, it's up.
But
like,
him being just in the build, like when he destroyed the building, that was like a letting my anger out because the bitch is not here. But like full on crash out against another person, like how Robin double kneed that man off the top of a building,
right?
Or hip check cinder block.
Listen, I'm over here like, yo, this. I said, bro, Jonathan, the part. Oh, damn, I mean, at this point, we might have to get a whole movie away. For me,
go ahead because I'm gonna put a spoiler alert in here, and then I'm also writing an article for it for Blurred. So.
Okay, the part where he was in the diner, and I mean, like he's kind of like going downhill, like rock bottom. He looks over and he sees like the guy who beat him, and he was trying to like, he said, "I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool." Fuck that.
And he said, "Fuck it." Like, he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No."
Yeah. No, come on, no. Listen, he said, "You remember me?" Like, dude was looking like, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I was on that same shit with Jonathan. Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm in front of my family. I don't give a fuck about your family." He said, I'm only
You was in front when he said I'm in front of my family, bitch. I was in front of my house. My father was inside. What you mean?
What you mean? You fucked up my competition. Like I almost died that day. You talking about? Oh, I'm in front of my family. And ain't I giving yourself some good advice? So he'll be a fat man. Told him don't drink this soda. It's gonna make you fat. That shit was funny as fuck.
Look, that shit when he didn't actually hit him and he was talking to his son and was like, "Don't drink this soda. It'll make you fat. People won't like when you're fat." I was like,
"Listen, then when he sat down, he started throwing stuff at him.
Yeah. When he called everybody, he was like fat, ugly, short."
I said he is on that shit. Like he on that shit. He started throwing stuff at dude from the other side.
He started throwing food. Yeah.
I said, bro, like Jonathan.
Don't look over here as I throw another piece of food.
Man, listen, that shit, like that was such a good move. Just a performance that he put, like, and I mean, he was going through it. He was like you said, he was like. I tell people, like, y'all remember that show? Y'all remember that song, Eminem Stand? Yeah, that was him. Stand.
Yeah, so
right?
that situation is one of the things that I really felt sorry for him for, because again, like he has been writing that man. For I think his name was like what Brad Vanderhorn or whatever.
Mm-hmm,
He's been writing that man for it sounds like years at this point.
Yeah,
And he's never gotten a response. He's given him like his phone number, and the guy's never called. So the guy randomly calls because he's going to be in the area and invites you to the shoot. He goes to the shoot, and the thing is that in the letters. It kind of he's putting his personality into the letters, so he sounds mentally slow. Mm-hmm. The way that he's writing the letters, he's like writing as he thinks it. So when he goes there, then Brad is just like, oh yeah, I can definitely take advantage of this person. And he starts talking about his form because of course he has the pictures of the man on his wall. And you want to touch my abs? And I was like, please don't do that. And then when he started doing it, I was like, oh my God.
First of all,
I was like, please stop doing that, because this whole situation is just, it's weird. It's getting weird. And then we go and he wakes up in that man's bed the next day. I was like, no. And then that man gets on the phone with his wife. Oh my God. I was
baby, I wish it was here. You're naked. Man, listen.
Me and my friend were sitting next to each other just like this. I was like, oh my God.
No lie, real shit. That like when he called them, he was like, hey, like I got your number from the blah 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 blah, and please call me back.
Said,
and then this will kill me. You did some things to me. Oh my God.
My heart broke. So when I was like, just let it go. And he's like, I got your number from the girl at the studio. I was like, oh no.
I said no.
And I just, oh my Lord, and then when he was like, you know what, I'm going to kill someone and then I'm going to kill myself. So when he went and it was the judge who told him his
oh my God, that shit was so fun. Like no lie, like I wasn't laughing, but I was laughing inside because like in my mind, this is how I justified it. You fat sloppy. No, you do it. You do the little just like look at you, look at me. And you got the nerve to say my deltoids are small? Like, what are you talking about, man?
When he said, do you remember me? And that guy was like, no. I was sitting here like, who the fuck is that? And he said, you told me my deltoids were too small. I said, you're going to kill this man over your deltoids? You're going to kill this man over a comment he made in 2016?
Listen, he didn't give a fuck. Like you said, listen, no, but and the part I ain't gonna lie to you, even the part like with when he tried to get with the prostitute, he just won't love so bad.
He didn't know.
He didn't bad.
And at first, like honestly, in the beginning when he was writing the letters, and I was like, he just seems so lonely. And then when he went, he flirted with the girl Jessie at the store, and then left. and
Came
came the fuck back full of groceries still and said, I'm sorry to do this in front of everyone at your place of work. And then proceeded to loudly ask her out and then go, well, actually, I was just kidding. I was like, oh my God, leave.
Help him.
I was like, please, please leave. I can't do this.
Somebody just help him. Like, that's all he need. He just need a friend.
When she called and when Brad called and he didn't say anything. I was like, please, for the love of God, say words on the phone. Yes.
Right.
Yes, this is Killian Maddox. Yes. I was like, oh my God. Please say other words. You're driving me.
Listen,
I like that. This is me being excited. Okay.
When I honestly, there's a part on there where I thought, like, well, first of all, like, I just want to just highlight the performance itself. Like, I was completely he was that man. Like, even the little smart, like, there's that part where he was in the club and the nigga tapped him and he looked. I said, bro, if you don't stop touching this man, you're gonna.
I said, yeah, me too. I said, please stop touching him. He does not like to be touched. Please stop touching him, man.
Like, you see the look in his eyes, he like, why the fuck you keep touching me? He kept on like, he was like, hey, like, you got.
I just knew in my head that he was going to be the first one that he shot, and I was just like, oh my God, please stop touching him, man.
Listen,
he gonna shoot everybody in the club.
When that man he said, hey, let's go do a bump. Huh? What?
He said, look,
I don't know you.
He said, let's go do a bump. But I was like, you just can't.
Y'all just so open with this? Like, y'all too open with this? Nigga said,
nigga around the booger sugar is crazy.
Man, listen, that nigga, he said, I just want to kill him out. Here comes Dr. Mages. I got a gun.
I can shoot him. What?
Chill. I would have been like,
when he went to that club at first, when he had the gun in his back pocket.
I thought he was gonna pop somebody.
I thought he was gonna pop somebody.
I said, no, I really thought he was gonna go. When he got the gun, I thought he was gonna go and shoot the hooker. I swear to God, I thought
he was going to kill her. Honestly, I did. I was sitting there like, please don't kill her. I didn't think he was going to shoot her, but I definitely thought that he was going to like hit her or something. I was like, please don't hit her. Please don't. And then when he like had the gun, I was like, and he started driving around, I was like, are you going to go shoot her? She didn't do anything. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I was stressing out. Like, when he had that conversation with Jesse in the restaurant and he said, you have to do something big or nobody's going to ever remember you when you die.
That's what I knew he was locked in. At that point in time, I knew like he was a different nigga. Like you're on a date and then you go into this soliloquy about dedication. You can't stop training. You can never miss a day. You can never miss a meal. You gotta be this. You gotta be this. In order to be something in the world, you gotta be. I'm like, bro, and like you can see the look on her face. She's like,
she was so upset, but she was upset from when he was like, my parents are dead, or he was like, my dad's dead. And she was like, she thought he was joking because of the way he said it. But then he was like, my mom's dead too. My dad killed my mom, then himself. That's why they're both dead. I was like,
yo. I was like, yo.
I was like, what are we doing?
No social etiquette. Like, it's just. I feel, like I said, I felt for him. Like, I really, and like the part, like this is how like this is dedication on overdrive. When he had to have the surgery, that nigga said, "Do not."
Oh no, you can't. No sorry, like, you can't come at me with a knife. I can't have scars.
Like, this is like bodybuilding was his. Like, I mean, like this is. If you don't know who Killian Maddox is, like someone who's like not really like into bodybuilding stuff like that, this movie will make you go be like, "Is he okay? Like, did he do what he wanted to do?" Because this is a rough life.
And somebody was like, they're confused on the part about it being magazine dreams, but they like the rest of the movie as that. So his whole entire thing, when you're listening to him speak, every time he talks about bodybuilding, he's going to be on the front of magazines. That's the only thing that he wants. So when he made that very last phone call to Brad, where he's like, listen up, maybe you'll learn a thing or two. And he went back to what he was doing himself. He got rid of the guns. He went back to, he took those pictures down and put that picture up of himself. And he's like, I'm going to be on the cover of Mag. I was like, the whole time, whole movie, whenever he's talking about bodybuilding, he's going to be on the cover of a magazine. That lady who was that social worker who was helping him, he's like, he lied about, you know, having a photo shoot, but he's like, you know, when I get on the cover of a magazine, I'm going to bring you a copy. I was like, that's what he's talking about. He wants to be on the cover of magazines as a bodybuilder.
He's dedicated. And not a lot, like he was definitely like locked in. Like when he was working out, like I'm like, I said, this nigga, he's doing drugs, he's doing coke, then he hit the gym. Like that's not, I don't know if that's a good combination, but you know, you
like, hello?
I know you.
He's like, my legs don't grow, probably because of the crack. Probably because of the crack. You're going to have crackhead people legs.
Yeah, because did you ever think you might have been because of the crack? Did you ever?
Because you're doing. I was like, I feel like you're doing things that work against each other because you have the steroids that you're injecting into the lower half of your buttocks, which is supposed to assist in your legs, and then you're going to go do crack after that. I feel like that is a counterproductive combination, and that is why your legs are not growing.
And listen, he like I said, I would highly recommend Magazine Dreams. Now, of course, it's not getting like a lot of promotion. Of course, you know, it's like I don't want to say it's his comeback movie, but
I actually do because right now it has what does it say? Right now it has a 82%. On Rotten Tomatoes.
On the Rotten Tomatoes, okay.
127 critics' reviews are extremely positive, saying they rated him 7.1 out of 10. The consensus is its dramatic form may get a little wobbly during certain reps, but Jonathan Majors' incredibly committed performance makes Magazine Dreams well worth the watch. Metacritic, it's getting up there on Metacritic based on 28 critics with generally favorable reviews. So they know it's good. They know it's good.
No, quite. Like I knew for a fact that anything, I kind of realized like anything Jonathan Majors, after I seen him in the Loki, I mean I was a fan of him before then, but for him to go from I just seen you do Kane, then I seen you do Creed, now I see you as this little nerdy man who's like got a little like I'm like this nigga going crazy.
And so far in the box office since it came out, 2 days ago? $340,000.
Damn. How much did it cost to make the movie?
It doesn't say. I think I want to say it's an independent film too.
Yeah, I know Zeus was on it.
Yeah, so I can't imagine that it costs a bunch because they didn't use a bunch of special effects. They didn't go to many places. Yeah, and to prepare for the role, he ate 6,100 calories a day for 4 months and trained for 6 hours every day to obtain and maintain the extreme muscular physique for the role.
Okay, damn. Sorry about that. I was trying to.
Good? Did you hear that part? Right now? Did you hear that part?
No, I didn't. I was trying to
for the role, he ate 6,100 calories a day for 4 months. And trained for 6 hours a day to obtain and maintain the extreme muscular physique for this role.
Yeah. I seen some of his workouts. I was like, God, Jesus, 6,000. I'm trying to cut down on the calories. This man eating 6,000 a day. Oh Jesus! And I remember he said he used to work twice a day, but actually he used to work out 3 times a day. That is pain. That's pain. Especially at that age. That's pain. But I highly commend him on the performance because it was, I mean, he looked great. As far as like you can tell he was like jacked. The performance, you could tell like the mental part of it, like
him having the
not all
anger
there.
issues and having to try to process it, and you could tell that he really did try to calm himself when he was on the phone call with those people who were really fucking rude about how they painted the house. If I'm asking you to come back because the paint is thin and it just needs another coat, you being rude over the phone sounds like you want me to come and visit your office.
And he did.
Because I was with him on that one, because you, first of all, you're not about to talk to me like that.
No, one thing I loved was like he was like, no, like I don't give a fuck what you say about me. So my grandpa is a war veteran. Like you're gonna respect him and you're gonna put this fucking paint on this fucking house, or I'm going to split your brain open and eat it like soup.
Like soup, yes, Lord.
Jesus.
And
right.
before that, he was being very, very nice. And he's like, he asked very nicely, can you come put on another coat? Oh, yeah, if you pay me. I paid you. You did a coat. Please don't piss me off.
Please. Like, and he said,
he was trying. He was trying to hold the anger.
Are you at the office? The nigga like, are you at the office now? He said, I mean, I'm on the phone, and that's not. I ain't gonna lie. I did laugh.
He's like, you called us here. I'm on the phone, right? I'll be right there.
Okay, hey, stay there.
I'll be right there. Stay right there. I'm gonna be.
Now,
right there.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, like, how long did it take him to get there? Because it was dark when he got there, and I'm like, bro, like, I thought somebody might have been in there. Like I thought he would have like searched the room, so he searched the building or something. He didn't, but still. But when he even on our scene, he was just his acting in general, just like you did this. I was like, oh my god. I said, he wilding.
Like he had me stressed out that whole movie. They were just when he was like really upset. Or when he had recorded that video where he was showing them, or he was in his garage trying to like practice.
Oh my god!
Then they were like, "What did I just watch? Why doesn't he kill himself already?" Oh, my heart hurt so bad because I was like, none of those comments was necessary. That was so unnecessary. And then when
the one he said he hadn't killed himself yet, killed himself.
Yes, and then when he was like in fetal position after he tore down all of the posters off his wall, the tears. I was just like, I felt so bad. Yeah, I felt so bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And yeah, he was actually, when he was in a calm state, he actually spoke really well. But like getting in front of that camera, trying to because at first he didn't really have no energy. Then he's like, like
trying to hype himself up.
And I was wondering,
we were wondering if he posted that unedited. I feel like he did, which is why he got the comments that he did. And me and my friend were like, I think he posted that the way it is. I think that's why they're acting like that.
I mean, with how he was, I mean, do I think he's editing videos? No. I mean, it might be the most basic.
But you could also stop the camera. I think that was the thing, is that like he never stopped the camera, so he just kept.
Yeah, I think it was like rolling for like 3 hours, right?
Yes, it was rolling for like almost 3.5 hours, and you just kept going instead of stopping the camera, getting yourself together, and then coming back on the camera. You just kept rolling, and I think you posted it that way.
One thing I would have told him, like, if I could have, like, I mean, we do not understand this movie, but he really, really just needed like a genuine friend. Like even though it would have been hard to be his, like, I'm not gonna say it would have been hard to be his friend because, like, I mean, you're a bodybuilder, so most likely y'all probably working out together, something like that. Maybe you don't want to be a bodybuilder, but whatever. But helping him with like his videos, like, hey, like we gonna chop this up. All right, like, hey, like, okay, like that energy, keep that there, and we gonna like him doing everything by himself. Even with the girl situation, like, hey man, like, that's a girl, like, this is what you need to do. You need to do this. Do not talk about your father. Don't talk about your mother. Don't do that, okay? And so, like, he just, it almost, outside of him, like, smiling in the competition, I don't remember seeing this man smiling.
Like, and that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like he's so lonely because then he started creating this friendship with Brad, when you are his number one fan and you're trying to like create this friendship, you're like, I don't like being ignored and all this other stuff.
Right.
It's just like
creepy.
He's a celebrity essentially, and you're not. And you're creating this parasocial relationship with somebody who doesn't know you, and then you meet them and
they take advantage
of you. So it's like I felt really, really bad.
No. I did. Like I said, like,
and I know the prostitute one. She did the prostitute. She definitely felt bad. She definitely felt bad.
Man, like, and no, because what hurt me about that situation was like, you don't even like me for real. Of course, bro. Like, they're not there for that. Like, now don't get me wrong.
He did not understand.
You can pay them to be there for that, but like, you just was like, hey, I said, I'm not gonna lie. When I seen it, I said in my mind, I said, he don't like being touched. So how is this gonna work? And as time went on, and she tried to touch it, don't touch me. I said, oh God, you gonna kill me.
When he came out and he's like, do you like my body? It's like, oh Lord, here we go. And
I ain't gonna lie, like, no, my girl
he's like, do you like my deltoids? And she's like, I don't know what that is. He was like, it's
right here. Like, yeah, like. No, now I will say this: like when he came out, girl, like was looking like, oh shit, like, oh, it's gonna be a good night. Like, then this nigga, as soon as he start talking, you like my body? She like, oh my God, this nigga hit. Yeah, sure. You like my deltoids? The fuck is that? I don't know.
She's like,
what are my deltoids?
She was very nice though. She was very nice and understanding. Was like when she said no kissing, and then he kind of just like he was like, I have a sickness in me and all this other stuff. She's like, it's okay. I'm like,
I think it would have been better if she would have realized like, okay, this is his first time. I'm gonna have to ease him into this because he's not. That nigga might have been a virgin. Like I just believe he might have been a virgin.
I do too.
So, you have to ease him like, hey, like, okay, this is your first time? Yeah. Like, you talk to him a little bit. This is your first time? Yeah. Okay. Well, do this and do that. Okay, cool. I might have, like, with that, I might have let the kisses slide. Like, okay, like, he don't understand. So, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way and then let me get this money and get up out of here. Because, I mean, it's going to last for, like, what? 5 minutes? 3 minutes? 2 minutes? Oh, whatever.
And he's also on steroids, so he probably doesn't have too much going on either.
Stop!
I'm just saying. Steroids, ruin things.
I definitely. How you know?
What?
How you know that steroids ruin things?
You don't research things.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking you. Do you know from personal experience? That's what I'm asking.
No, not from personal experience. I definitely.
Oh, okay.
My personal experience watching when people talk about the time that they were on steroids.
I'm just asking.
Personal experience that belongs to me, but
I'm just asking
people. Well, people get accused of taking steroids all the time. So of course, they have the roid rage, and then they have where their body functions it doesn't function the way that it should. So and they start talking about how their sex life is not great because of the steroids. And I'm like, I would imagine so if you have a shrimp and she doesn't, is allergic to seafood.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Hey, it's not my personal experience, but I have heard more than a few fair share stories.
Right.
Athletes and whatnot.
Right. Okay.
Do you not watch sports or listen to people?
I do. Listen, I know what you're talking about. I get it. We just making sure you don't know nothing about it. That's all.
No, I don't personally know anything about that.
Okay, because you said it kind of like, like steroids and yeah. You said it kind of like you knew. From experience.
I mean, we have a lot of things going on because of the steroids. So
no, you're not lying about that but yeah. Now, would I recommend people watch Magazine Dreams? Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely. Now, I would say if you're somebody like you want to see what real dedication look like I said, he got his ass whooped and he took his ass to the competition.
When I said he got beat up, hit in the face with a pipe and everything. He spit on that white man, spit on him and called him a monkey. And then instead of like fighting back, he rolled around in the grass, got up, didn't clean the blood off his face, got to the competition, pulled his shirt off out the door. Everybody stared at him like, all right, bro, what? He hands that lady his badge. They call his name because it's time for him to go to stage. He's spraying himself with the oil while people are trying to check on him. He's like rubbing the oil so that he's shiny, walking towards the stage. Not one time did he try to clean the blood off his face. He got up on that stage and everybody was just like, what the fuck? No. Didn't take his socks off. And he stood over there. He's like, I'm ready. And the judge was like, okay, go ahead. And he started putting on his show up until the point where he passed out.
Yeah. So
he was not going to let getting jumped.
No, no, at all. Like I really thought he was gonna go back and go see. Like I thought he was gonna go back and see the tank dude sooner. Like, oh, this is what y'all doing? But he didn't, and I was proud of him for that. But yeah, is there anything else you want to chop it up about? Because I know we said we was doing like multiple, but I think we done covered everything.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, and I gotta use the bathroom. So. You know.
And I have to edit, so.
Okay, but no, this is a good episode. Now we definitely did our thing. But listen, hold on, let me get it. So we gonna wrap this show on up. If you want to follow us, you already know you can follow me on Jason Rain 423 on IG and just Jason Rain 3 on TikTok. Yeah, they done got rid of my other one, and you can follow the team on IG, Nerd on the Street for Life on IG, and we are on that motherfucker all the time. Kiori, tell them where they can find you. Everywhere, of course.
Everywhere. So Witchblade22 on Instagram. Of course, the Nerd on the Street page. Make sure you like and subscribe the YouTube channel. We also have an episode or two on the Nerd on the Street podcast, which is on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, etc. Yeah. And then the doctor's office is that way. Kiori's Corner is that way. And then the new podcast, which probably doesn't come out for another week or so, is called Ghastly Gospels. So that is the horror podcast with me and Charlie.
And what days are those episodes dropping? Or when they can tune in on those days? When
I figure it out, I'll let you know. Okay. Because the very first episode is the one we're recording next week when Woman in the Yard comes out. Mm-hmm. So that's
yes, I'm definitely watching that next week. No question if I'm watching that this next week.
So because Woman in the Yard literally comes out next week and there's not going to be any clips, we're just going to audio talk about it. So that first episode will be out probably a few days after that. So
okay.
We just haven't done that yet.
Of course. Well, that's the show, guys. We are out of here, and we will see y'all when we see y'all, which is all the time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. Where the fuck is our exit music?
Well, Jesus Christ.
I forgot.